system. There is another way. There are options out there. We call it holistic care. Let me tell you about Dr. Foster. Cynthia Foster became very ill with epileptic seizures in the midst of her medical training at the University of Texas Health Science Center. In her search for healing, she discovered natural methods, including detoxification, the herbs, the supplements, and then found herself healed. That you did, huh? Went on to help others discover other options other than the medication. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Dr. Foster. Welcome.
Thank you.
Your story is remarkable. Would you just give us just a little bit before you get into the deep with the holistic, but just to hear a little bit about your story?
Sure. I was going to medical school in the state of Texas at a good medical school and had every intention of being a regular doctor, and my body fell apart. Who knows what it was? I had just received a vaccine. Sometimes people do develop epilepsy after being vaccinated. I had full-blown epileptic grand mal seizures where I had cuts in my mouth, I dislocated my shoulders. It took about 2 years to diagnose it. Nobody knew what it was. Misdiagnosed all over the place, and in desperation, and I loved it when I listened to that lady talk about the symptoms of a stroke, because one morning I woke up after a seizure, the phone was ringing, and I didn't know if the phone was the doorbell or if it was an alarm clock, or I didn't know what the sound was. And I figured out to pick up the headphone, the headpiece, and I picked it up, and they were speaking, and I couldn't understand what it was or who it was. And I started to speak, and it was gibberish that came out. And it took a few minutes for me to get it back. And when I got it back, I realized this is the low point. This is the point at which I need to do something now. And I had been to many doctors, and I decided that I need another option. And so I went through the phone book and found a holistic nurse in Texas, and she taught me about cleansing my body, eating unprocessed foods, taking supplements, everything about cleansing and detox. And later on I started to learn more about emotional health and energy healing, healing with the light of God, and vibrational healing, and craniosacral work, massage work, acupuncture, acupressure. I taught in an acupuncture school for a while. I studied a little bit of Ayurvedic medicine, and after everything was said and done, I was cured. Now, did I ever take any medications? No, I did not. Did I ever have any surgery? No, I did not have any conventional treatment.
As a natural practitioner, in all your studies in which you work with the herbs and different things, what illnesses have you found to be that can be treated with this? What are the ones that are really affected with the holistic?
I'm going to break that down into two categories, because chronic diseases, what we're seeing a lot of today, a lot of these are caused by lifestyle, and those things are changeable. Diet, water intake, exercise, emotional health, those things are changeable. One of my specialties is acute care. So I've taken several people through gallstones, kidney stones, with herbs, and some of those acute situations, we can actually fix those with herbs. I've had people in horrible pain with a cramp or a spasm. We can fix that pretty easily with an herb. But the chronic things, the diabetes, hypertension, the heart disease, these chronic diseases are very fixable, and they respond very well to alternatives.
Family, are you having a good time so far? Are you learning?